we got ourselves a coon. Yup, we got one. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful day here in northern Minnesota. So it is the end of February. However, it feels much more like it is, I don't know, maybe the end of April. It's supposed to get up, maybe mid-April. It's supposed to get up to 50 degrees here today. It's not near that warm right now. But today we are going to be doing some raccoon trapping. So this property I'm at right now is one of our off-grid properties. And this is where we'll do some turkey hunting here this spring. Here in a couple months, turkey season opens. But this is also where we release and plan to release a lot of pheasants this spring or summer. We're going to get them as tiny little eggs, hatching eggs, hatch them out, and then we'll release them here once they're old enough to fend for themselves. It's also getting to be about that time of year where the pheasants will start nesting, the turkeys will start nesting, so we want to try to get rid of some of the nest predators around. So we're just going to be setting out a few simple raccoon traps today. They'll catch possums and even skunks as well, so all nest predators. Throw you guys on the old GoPro here, and we're going to go around and put a few in the ground, show you how to do it. It's super simple, and we'll see if we have any luck. All right, so we're at our first location here, and what I'm looking for now, if there's snow on the ground, it makes it really easy. Just look for if you can see any raccoon tracks, obviously. Otherwise, I just set up on game trails. So raccoons are going to use the same trail that a deer does. I mean, turkeys walk down them. They're just game trails. And so what we're going to be at right now is we've got several trails that kind of intersect on this location, and that's kind of what I like to look for. And the traps we're going to be using are just simple dog-proof raccoon traps. So all they are is a trap that you squeeze together, and inside there's a trigger. And the only way that this trap can go off is with something that can reach and pull. So that way, guys have caught fox in these before. That's not common at all. The idea is they're supposed to be dogless or dog-proof. So things like raccoons that can grab with their hands can reach in as they're trying to dig the food out, and they'll grab that pan or that trip lever. And then this spring-loaded guy here just simply handcuffs their paw. So it doesn't hurt them at all. I've got my finger in these before, but it just holds them there until you can come by the next day. So these do have to be checked every 24 hours. I always come out and check my traps first thing in the morning. I don't, typically raccoons move at night, and I don't like to let a creature sit in there very long. I'm fortunate with what I do for work that I can come and check them first thing in the morning. And so that's what we'll be doing to anchor them. So you have to anchor these to the ground. You can either anchor them to the ground, to a tree. There's many different earth anchors. Guys will just run cables to a tree. That works well. What I choose to do is a very simple, I just made rebar stakes. So this is just a chunk of rebar, I don't know, 16, 18 inches long, and I just welded a nut onto the top, and then it just loops through the chain here. So there's two swivels on this, and then you have to have your traps tagged in Minnesota here. You have to have them tagged with your information on them so the DNR can contact you if they find your trap. So all I do is I drive this guy down into the ground, and then this sticks into the ground a little bit as well, just to hold your trap up, and then we'll put bait in it. So the other thing you want to look for, though, if you are going to use this style anchor, is that the raccoon or possum or whatever you catch can't climb up. Obviously, if they can climb up a tree, they can pull this stake back out of the ground. And if there's a contour of the land and you can put it kind of at the top of a little mound, that's better yet, because when they're trying to pull away, they're just going to be pulling down. And so right here, we're far enough away from any trees where they can't climb a tree. And we are also, there's a slight rise here. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but there's a slight rise to here. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this stick. So all we got to do is, first thing we'll start is just by driving our stake down into the ground. And we'll see how much frost we've got left here. See how hard this is going to be to do. no frost, I'd say. And I drive it in the ground as far as you can. Now I may need to use a stake to make a pilot hole for our, to actually get our trap anchored, but I just go ahead and put the trap right next to that. Ooh, it's a little bit frozen. I'm gonna go ahead and use another stake here just to get a little pilot hole going. Wobble that out a little bit. There we go. So then to set these traps, all you do is just squeeze the dogs together and then latch this little latch underneath this trip pan right here. So that's all we've got to do there. These can be a little hard to squeeze together. They do make setting tools for these little pries. I have them. However, I bought it when I ordered these traps thinking I would need it, and I don't. I can easily just squeeze them together, but you might. So let's see, find my pilot hole. Stick our little stake here down into the hole. Careful, this is how I've got my finger in them before, by shoving them in, and I tripped it and it caught myself, so. You know, doesn't hurt, but you still don't really want to do it. All right, so the next thing is just the bait. All I use is cat food in the trap. It's nothing special, just your standard cheap cat food. And I fill it all the way up to the top. Even have a little coming out the top is fine. And then I use some of this Raccoon candy by Trapper Jay's. Pretty cool. He's a YouTuber. If you guys haven't heard of Trapper Jay before, he's a YouTuber that created his own bait company. And this stuff works awesome. So it just smells like, it's kind of got a, what am I trying to say? Black licorice type scent to it. You don't have to use anything. A lot of guys don't run any scent. Some people use marshmallows. They'll put honey. Really anything. I like to use this. I think it works pretty good, and I like to support a fellow YouTuber. So that's why I use it. And I just kind of, you can smear it in the trap all around. Get it in that first little bit of food. I smear it around the top. And that just will attract them. You know, if they're kind of coming, you know, somewhere not next to it, they don't necessarily see this. It gives them something to scent to. Call them on in. So that's it. And I just kind of lay the stick I use to spoon it out right next to it. And that's all there is to it. We'll go on to the next one. We've got 4 of these to set today. And I'm just kind of lining them up along the edge of our property here. The property line is bordered by a fence, a barbed wire fence. It's no longer in use, but that's kind of the property line. So we're just going to kind of set them along this edge here, and we'll see what happens. Alright, we'll go ahead and put one right here. This is kind of at the entrance point here to our access going out into the lowland area. Definitely could be a spot raccoons are coming up, so we're going to go ahead and put one here. Ooh, this ground is definitely more froze. Ooh, that's in there. Alright, go ahead and set it. There we go. All baited up. I'll leave the stick there. One more to do. Dad's got a cell cam here, so I'm sure his phone's blowing up right now with pictures of me messing around. That's pretty funny. I'll give him some entertainment while he's at work. All right, let's keep going and get this last one in the ground. But I tell you what, I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, and we'll give her a first check. Maybe we'll have a raccoon. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day, and we're back at the property here. Go see if we got ourselves a raccoon this morning. It's first thing in the morning. It's, I don't know, it's about 8 o'clock. It's definitely a lot chillier out this morning than it was yesterday. But yeah, we'll see if the raccoons are moving. There's a dead skunk on the road when I was coming in here, so hopefully that means the critters were moving last night. But yeah, let's get to the first set. All right, we've got set number 1 here. Nothing yet. Keep moving down the line. Honestly, I think as I work my way, my chances just get better. So, let's see. Well, there's 2 out of 4. Keep her moving. She's all gone. More than likely, mice. Could have been a raccoon though. It's possible a raccoon came in here and chewed it all up, but a lot of times mice will clean these things out. You get a couple mice that discover it and they'll chew it all up, but let's quick reset this one. Well, we're at set number 4 here. Nothing. Once again, nothing. That's all right though. It's only the first day. I'll get back with you tomorrow morning and we'll check her again. All right, we got day 2 on the old trap line here. It's a cloudy morning and it's a lot colder out. It's only 20, well, I guess it's like 29 degrees, so it's not cold out, but it's a lot chillier than it has been. And today is only supposed to get to 30 degrees, so a quick run through the line here and see if we ended up with anything last night. All right, coming up to our first set. Nothing. Nothing in that one. All right, we're coming up to our second one and it looks like the trap has been set off and half the food is gone, but nothing, so possibly a mouse set it off and got out of there. We'll see. But we'll get it rebaited up and keep going. All right, here we got that one reset. Forgot my gloves this morning. It's a little bit chilly. Let's see here. Not used to this. It's been in the 50s. Not used to the cold weather. Let's see. Coming up on set number 3. Nothing, but it's tipped over. So that's kind of odd. Let's see what happened here. So this trap is tipped over. It's not set off. All the bait is gone. Wonder what's up with that. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Get her set back up. Whew. All right, just coming up to our last set here. We'll see. This is the one kind of right by that lowland area there. We'll see what happened. We got ourselves a coon. Yup, we got one. Maybe that's what tipped that last trap over. Let me show you guys here quick. Kind of still getting out of the woods. Let's see. We got one. One nest predator trapped. There he is. One raccoon. Yup. Morning, Mr. Coon. Were you trying to eat some cat food last night? Alright, so there he is. That's pretty cool. I'm happy to have got one. We know they're in the area now. We'll get this guy taken care of and I'll give you a better look at him. Alright, well there you go. We ended up with a raccoon. That's pretty awesome. Really nice raccoon. He's not the biggest raccoon, but he's a full-grown, full-size raccoon. Really nice coat on him. So we'll end up skinning him out and sending it off to the tannery. And yeah, we'll end up with a really awesome coon skin pelt back, and maybe we'll end up making a hat or something cool out of it. But I'm gonna keep running these traps and I'll keep you guys updated as we catch more. That's one nest predator gone out of here. So not gonna eat our pheasants we let go, not gonna raid turkey nests. And I'm sure where there's one, there's usually several more. So yeah, hope maybe you guys learned a little something on how to trap some raccoons. If you ever thought about getting into trapping, it's a really inexpensive, easy way to get into it. Doesn't take special equipment or anything fancy. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment what you thought of my raccoon trapping abilities. And until next time, you guys have a good one.